Geography, geography. Yes, in geography, the first chapter is our state, Karnataka. So, before moving to our state, Karnataka, you can see the changes in our India map. Understood? What are the different changes? So, first change you can see in 2014, what happened? There was a division in the Andhra Pradesh map. So, Andhra Pradesh was divided into two, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Understood? So, on June 2nd, 2014, this Telangana was separated. Understood? Then we can move on to the Jammu Kashmir. So here Jammu Kashmir on 31st October 2019 it was separated. And as Ladakh was a new union territory. Understood? So the union territories have been increased. One more union territory was added to the old number. Understood? So, some of the states in our country are formed on the basis of the different languages. Understood? We will see which are the different languages and which are the states formed on the basis of languages. Let us see the states which are formed on the basis of languages. You can see in the India map Maharashtra. Maharashtra's language is Marathi. Okay, Andhra Pradesh, Telugu, then Gujarat, Gujarati, then Tamil Nadu, Tamil. Understood? Odisha, you can see Odisha here, and they speak Odia language. West Bengal, Bengali. So like this, different states are there which are formed on the basis of languages. Understood? Now, let us move on to the topic of state Karnataka. Okay? Yes. The next, the origin of the name Karnataka and the form of the state. Then we will see the natural and geographical location, size, land and water frontiers and neighboring countries of Karnataka. Understood? Let us see the Karnataka map now. Yes, in the previous class we have studied about the physical geography. In this lesson we will study about our state Karnataka, the land of Kannadigas. You can see the map here and even India map you can see. Right? See, it is one of the Indian states which has its own greatness, prestige and heritage. This land has an ideal situation and is blessed with diverse relief features, flora and fauna, and different types of soils you can see here, rivers you can see, river systems, minerals and human resources. It is a prosperous land with its own literature, art and culture. Then, see here, you can see the various religious activities takes place in our state, and spiritual and historically famous pilgrimage centers are there, and many places in Karnataka are famous for their World Heritage site and its natural beauty and abundance of wildlife. Understood? Let us see the pictures related to this. Yes, as I said, It has a diverse relief features, flora, fauna, and different types of soil. You can see in this picture different fruits, vegetables are grown here. Then soil is also very fertile, and the river systems you can see in the next picture. Then the picture is related to the World Heritage Sites. Understood? Many places in Karnataka are famous for the World Heritage Site and its natural beauty. You can see the pictures here. You can see the art and culture of our India. You can see this picture, the culture of our state, the Kodagu people. It's a river system of our state. Yes, you can see this picture. It's a famous, important place in Bangalore. Understood? What is this building? Yes, this is a Vidhan Saudha, where all political leaders, MLAs meet here in the sessions. Understood? You can see here important historical places of Karnataka. The practices which are followed here. Stone chariot, is Mysore Palace, wildlife sanctuaries, Pannerghatta National Park, and all these are the examples where you can see the natural beauty and abundance of wildlife. Next, we will see how the name of Karnataka has origin. The name of Karnataka has been used from the way in ancient times. Understood? The land used to be called as Karunadu. You know what do you mean by Karunadu? Kar means it's a black. Nadu means soil. It's a land of black soil. Understood? The word Karnad refers to Karnataka. In ancient Tamil were called Silpadikaram. Understood? Then Karnataka, the Karnad name has origin from the word, yes, Karunadu. Then here the Karnad means the land which is on elevated plateau. You know what do you mean by elevated plateau? Yes. Then it is been mentioned in the Nrupatanga's grammatical work Kaviraja Marga. The Karnataka extended from the Kaveri river up to the Godavari river. After independence, India was divided into many states. Understood? And in 1947, 9 southern districts, which were till then under the rule of Mysore kings, were brought together from Mysore state. Understood? You know Mysore kings? Yes, can you name one Mysore king? Yes, good. We'll see the important Mysore kings who ruled our state for many years. So you can see the picture here, important kings who ruled our state. Understood? Yes, you know what is this? It's a cashew nut. You can see it resembles our Karnataka state map resembles as cashew nut. It is a shape of cashew nut. Who are they? They are all our Jnanapita awardees. Understood? See, later the states were reorganized on the basis of linguistic basis. You know what do you mean by linguistic? On the language basis. And the areas with Kannada speaking people were also in Bombay, Hyderabad, Madras and Kodagu provinces were brought together. Thus on 1st November, understood? On the 1st November 1956, the Vishala Mysore state came into being. It is in the font of commemoration of this event that Rajyotsava is celebrated every year. You know, on November 1st, every year we celebrate Kannada Rajyotsava. You can see the map of Karnataka with Bhubaneswari. So we celebrate on November 1st every year Kannada Rajyotsava. Understood? So you can see the Karnataka has become a Vishala Karnataka on November 1st, 1956. Understood? And every year on November 1st we celebrate Kannada Rajyotsava. See, in 1973, in a response to the wishes of Kannadigas, our state was renamed as Karnataka. Understood? Our state was renamed as Karnataka. See, Karnataka is one of the 29 states of India, and it is situated in the southern part of India and in the western central area of the peninsular region. You can see here, sir, western means towards Arabian Sea. Understood? So it's a western part of our country. It lies in the western part of our country. Yes, then it extends from 11 to 31 degree north to 18 to 45 degree north latitude. Understood? You can see it extends from the next. You can see here towards east to west longitude 78 to 40 degree east longitude. Then its length is 750 kilometer. Understood? 750 kilometer. Then see, it is stretching from Aurad Taluk in Bidar district in northernmost tip of the state to Chamarajanagar districts in the south. Let us see now. You can see here Aurad, it is in Bidar. Aurad Taluk, it is in Bidar district in the northernmost tip of the state. Understood? And the southernmost tip is, yes, Chamarajanagar district in the south. You can see here Chamarajanagar, the last. Yes, its width is 400 kilometer. Understood? From west to east. And Karwa in Uttar Kannada district is at the western end, where Mulibagal Taluk in Kolar district is at eastern end. So Karnataka state has both land and water frontiers too. Understood? We will see that now in the India map. You can see in this India map, where is Arabian Sea? It is lies in the southern part of, yes, you can see here Karnataka state has both land frontier as well as water frontiers. Then the Arabian Sea in the west and the states of Maharashtra, you can see here above Karnataka, Maharashtra in the north, Andhra Pradesh in the south, Andhra Pradesh in the east, Tamil Nadu in the south, then in southeast you can see Kerala, Kerala in the southwest and Goa in the northeast form its frontiers. And the shape of Karnataka resembles as cashew nut. I have shown you the cashew nut now. Yes. Then this Karnataka size we will see. The size of Karnataka stretches over an area of how many kilometers? 1,91,791 square kilometers. Understood? And it is a 8th largest state with regard to area and according to 2011 census, and it is in 9th position. Understood? With a population of 6 crores 11 lakhs 30,704, and Karnataka occupies 5.83% of India's geographical area. Understood? And at present we'll see now how many districts are there. Yes, at present there are 30 districts in our state. You can see the 30 districts in our state, and these districts comprise how many? 176 taluks, 747 hoblis and 347 towns and cities and 27,481 villages. The Belagavi district is the largest district in size. You can see here the pink color, Belgaum district. So it is the largest in size, and Bengaluru urban is the smallest in size. You can see here Bengaluru urban, the orange color. Yes. Then Bengaluru is the capital of Karnataka. The state has been divided into 4 divisions for its administrative convenience. Understood? Which are they? Bengaluru, then Mysuru, then Belagavi, and which one? Kalburgi. And in this it's showing Gulbarga was the name was Gulbarga. Now they have changed the name as Kalburgi. Understood? So all of you have understood about our state Karnataka. Yes, good. If you have any doubts, you can just have a chat with me. Understood? Then tomorrow I am going to give a notes for this. Read the chapter once thoroughly and draw a Karnataka map and locate all districts and send it me in a WhatsApp. Okay? And let us recall what all we have studied in this class. We have studied about the prestige of our Karnataka, heritage of our Karnataka, about the Jnanapita awards we have studied, and about the soil and how the Karnataka name has been origin, and the size of the state we have studied, then the directions, in which direction which district lies, everything we have studied, and the neighboring states we have studied. Okay. Then the administrative districts of our Karnataka, how many taluks are there, we have discussed in this class. Okay. Let us discuss the remaining question answers in the next class. Okay. Thank you. Bye. Take care. Yes. Let us recall the important points we have discussed today. So the first one is prestige and heritage of the state. Then historical places we have discussed. Then pilgrimage centers we have discussed. Then about the culture of the state. Mysore state was named as Karnataka. Understood? Then how it was origin with the help of the Karnat. The Karnat means Karunadu. It is a land of black soil. Understood? Then the total number of districts, the size of the state we have discussed. How many districts are there? 30 districts. In that, 4 administrative districts are being formed. The next, about the population of the Karnataka we have discussed, and about the neighboring states. Neighboring states, which are the neighboring states? Yes, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, and Kerala. These are the important neighboring states of our Karnataka. Understood? So, make a note of all these points which we have discussed today, and tomorrow